Hey, good thing. Happy Valentine's Day. Happy also Ash Wednesday. That's what I've got going on here, beginning of Lent. And for my Lenten penance today, I'm gonna play Immaculate Grid, which is actually kind of a joy for me. So that's not really applicable, but I'm gonna play Immaculate Grid anyway. Try to get a low rarity score. Did pretty well, but not as well as some of y'all in the comments yesterday. Saw a lot of ones and like the four and really good scores. I think I was around 20 or something. Anyway, I'm gonna hit refresh. I'm gonna hit go, and away we go. There we go. All right. So Eddie Murray hits the Dodgers and the Orioles, and then Pedro Martinez hits these teams. Sean Green hits the Dodgers and the Blue Jays. Gold Glove. Let's go with Cal Ripken. Let's see for the Expos or Nationals. I'm gonna skip that for now. I've got a pretty rare one actually, but let's see here. For the Blue Jays, let's go Devon White. All right, over here, I think I'm gonna go with John Olerud, 1993. Bryce Harper, safe bet. Let's see. Messina, 1992 season. And ah, I missed it. All right. I don't want to use it. I think Gary Carter, Andre Dawson, I think works earlier in his career. He was a standout. I don't know why that took me so long. Minute and 15 there. Rarity score of 131. Nothing nothing too crazy here. Hit a lot of decent ones. Looks like yeah, Roberto Alomar was a popular pick for Gold Glove for Toronto. No surprises there. Also probably would have worked up there. Ripken was where I would have gone. He had an 11 WAR season with the Orioles. Could also go, I don't know, Frank Robinson or a whole host of other people. Don't know why it took me so long to come up with that one. Oh well, maybe because it's 9:30 at night. Who knows? Stop share, reshare. That was yesterday's grid. So this was the rarity round from yesterday. All right. So the big shame here is that there is no overlap with Bobby Valentine. I was hoping to play Bobby Valentine Valentine's Day, so I even looked him up. He did play for the Dodgers, but the other teams were the other two SoCal teams, the Angels and the Padres, Mariners, and then the Mets, who we also managed. Um, anyway, let's see here. Where to start? Where to start? Let's see. Delano to Shields works down here. None of these are Jamie Wright teams. The Gold Glove that I thought of was Jorgensen. Mike Jorgensen. Yeah, he goes sub one. So I had that stored away in the memory, but I knew it was going to be pretty low, and I don't think I can go any lower than that. So more with him there. Gary Carter had about an 8 WAR season as a catcher. I believe it's the highest season ever, or it's up there, highest season ever by a catcher. It's like eight and a half actually. I mentioned it briefly in my book, The War on Catchers. Um, let's see for the Blue Jays. Oh, you know what? I should go with Sean Green. I should not have gone with Sean Green because Sean Green also works here. Let's see. Up here or down there, I could have gone with Doyle Alexander. I think I'll go with him here because I wrote about this trade in my book about how Frank Robinson was part of a notorious trade when the Reds dealt him away. And then Doyle Alexander was, I don't know why I said Doyle Alexander was part of a notorious trade to bring John Smoltz over to the Braves. but Doyle Alexander and Frank Robinson were traded for each other, and there was a lot of other players in the trade in, I believe, 71 between the Orioles and Dodgers. For the Orioles Gold Glove, I'm gonna go with Paul Blair. I think that's gonna be in the vicinity of 1%. I think I've played this before, and that's what I got. 2%. Okay. Inching up there. Man, I should be able to come up with Bobo Newsome for a 6-4 season. Played for the Browns. I don't. It just depends on. Actually, I'm not gonna say that. I think he might have had a 21 season with like a 4.50 ERA. So actually, I don't know if that'll work. I'm not gonna play him there. Um, like Delano DeShields is a name that's coming to mind here. Um, but who else? Obviously, people like Scherzer will work. Trey Turner will work. Um, yeah, I'm kind of kicking myself because I think Sean Green is a pretty low Gold Glove winner for the Blue Jays, and I used him over here on the previous round. Arguably, I could just use him again in just a different role, but um, I'll hold off for now. I'll see if I can come up with a better Gold Glover. I'm not sure on. Oh, Russell Martin would work down here, but I think that's pretty popular. Um, is Jose. Actually, I don't know if Jose Cruz Jr. played for the Dodgers. Um, David Price will work. Could have used Alexander, of course. Um, yeah, I'll keep that one open for now. 6-4 season. That's such a specific number. Um, I don't know if BJ Surhoff does it for that 1999 season, because that would have been a fun one to sneak in there. Not sure on Ken Singleton. That's another possible option. Very sure on Bobby Grich, from the 70s. Before going to the Angels, I think he had some 7-WAR seasons with the Orioles. Um, maybe that's the way to go. All right, sub 1, pretty good. And then thinking along those lines here, I want to say that man, I want to say that reliever. Now I'm blanking on his name. I wrote about him in my book briefly in the chapter about Mariano Rivera. Rookie of the year, not rookie of the year, but a rookie of the year contender in like 1985. Um, I think he had like a 7-WAR season as a pitcher, one of the best of all time, but as a relief pitcher specifically, one of the best seasons ever by a reliever. I think Juan Guzman is going to work. Certainly Hentgen will work. Delgado will work. Not sure on Vernon Wells. Donaldson will work. Barfield, I'm quite sure would work. I don't know that George Bell would work. I'm not sure about Lloyd Mosby. Um, Kelly Gruber had a big year in like 1990. I think it was 1990, not like 1990. Pretty sure McGriff will work. Yeah, I'm blanking on this guy from the 85 Blue Jays, or maybe it was 80, maybe it was the next year, but really, really, really good relief season. Guzman? Now let's go with Gruber. Yeah, let's go with Guzman. 0.1. There we go. I think I had the right idea there. 1996 or so, as Hankins number 2, and then he ends up as the number 3 starter when Roger Clemens comes to town. All right, if we're thinking, so Gary Carter will definitely work, but he was a long time Expo. Vladimir Guerrero will work. Pedro works, but I used him. Um, Dennis Martinez, wouldn't be surprised if he worked, but I don't know for sure. Um, think Larry Walker has a pretty good chance, but not sure. Tim Raines will certainly work. Like Alfonso Soriano, I want to say I looked this up and he was like 5.9 for the 2006 season. That forgotten 40-40 season. And Harper. What are some other really good pitching seasons in Expos history? I'm thinking maybe Marquise Grissom, but I'm not 100% sure. But he's a very good fielder back in the day. He also would have worked for Gold Glove, stole a bunch of bases. Um, I have a pretty good feeling on him, but not 100% sure. Maybe we swing back this way. Gotta come up with someone. Mondesi will work. Maybe I go that route. If the X, I mean, I'm just coming up with Delino to Shields. I don't know. I've got kind of a mental block right now on this one. Oh, you know who'll work? Mike Marshall. That one. Okay, go sub one. I think that's probably better than Delano to Shields. Um, yeah, he had the back to back. You see, he played the 73 season, had a bunch of saves for the Expos, and the 74 season won the Cy Young with over 200 innings pitched as a reliever. It's incredible. It's just never been, I don't think it ever been done before anywhere close to that as a reliever. He was also on the 69 Seattle Pilots, and I believe has a PhD in physics or something. Fascinating, fascinating individual. Jim Bouton wrote about him extensively in Ball 4. All right. So we gotta really start doing this. I think any other gold gloves. I'm not sure about Jose Cruz Jr., Shan Stewart. I know Green works. I think Mondesi works. Um, I can't think of if Russell Martin might work. Um, Olerud's a maybe to me. He was a very good defensive first baseman. Don't think Alex Gonzalez ever won a Gold Glove for Toronto. Not sure on Lloyd Mosby either, but he it seems to me he was a very, very good fielder. Barfield was a really good fielder, had a can for an arm. I think I'll go with Barfield actually. 3%. Okay, not great, not terrible. Dodgers and Blue Jays. Again, Mondesi works. Who are some other journeyman? Randy Myers is not going to work. Um, yeah, just kind of, I'm kind of just bouncing around the horn here. It feels like they've got these two blue teams have a lot more people in common. David Price will work. I think I mentioned him already. Um, just dancing around the horn a little bit. Coming back to here, is it really just these handful of people? Like Dennis Martinez is kind of my maybe pick. Ken Singleton had some good years with the Expos um in the 70s. Marquise Grissom is one I'm not really sure about. Um Not sure on Jose Vitro. It seems to me he was probably in the 4 to 5 range mostly. And then since the Nats, I mean, I think Rendon, probably Strasburg, probably Scherzer, maybe Gio Gonzalez. Let's try Gio Gonzalez. I think that might be a tricky. All right, sub one. All right, so I've got a pretty good thing going, but I've got like a five. It's not like I'm gonna get or five, six, probably seven or eight so far. And I'm now kicking myself because I probably could have come up with someone better up here, maybe an old timer, and then moved Doyle Alexander down here, and I think he would have been a better pick. Um, but we don't want to be here forever. We know Mondesi works. Um, wonder if either Greg Myers or Greg Zahn. Seems to me one of those two work, and I can't remember which. Also not sure on Paul Quantrill. It's another reliever. He played for the Blue Jays. So I'm not sure if he played for the Dodgers. All right. I think I've been at this long enough. Mondesi takes 4%. I end up with a 12. Let's see if any of my guys were right since I struggled so much with that. Ooh, David Wells would have worked. Henderson, didn't even think of him. It's on that 93 championship team, and they wrapped things up with the Dodgers at the end of his career. Otis Nixon would have worked. Otis Nixon is a favorite of mine. How did I not make that connection? I use him for Blue Jays and Rangers, Blue Jays and Twins a lot. I have used him for like Dodgers and Rangers, but yeah, I did not connect those dots. Kent. Kent played for the Blue Jays in 1992. I wonder if he got a ring. Tavio Dotel, of course. Jose Cruz Jr. did play for the Dodgers. Interesting. I've got to fold that one in with the vast number of teams. Johnny Axford. Love John Axford. All right. I don't think I saw Quantrill. Oh no, he did. Okay. So I guess Paul Quantrill would have worked. That probably would have been more rare. Oh well. Well, thanks a lot for playing. And you all have a great rest of your night. Happy Lent, happy Valentine's Day, and I will see you tomorrow. Peace.